Today in cloud gaming news, we have some information about Stadia potentially getting ready to launch into a massive new market, but we're going to begin with the latest from GFN for this GeForce NOW Thursday. And it's a pretty exciting news drop this week because we have confirmed that two of the biggest games later this year will be day and date on GeForce NOW. I'm talking about none other than Dying Light 2 Stay Human and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, both set to release around the holiday season. Both games will be supporting RTX on, and with GeForce NOW you're going to be able to flip that RTX on switch and enjoy some beautiful looking ray tracing. Now I do want to talk just a bit about Dying Light 2 simply because I'm a huge fan of the original title. It's an amazing game and everything about Dying Light 2 just looks like that but better. It's an open world zombie infested city and you have to traverse it, but be extra careful at night because some of those zombies evolve into much more nightmarish creatures. At your disposal, you'll have a huge bag of tricks to go into, but the best thing about this game, in my opinion, is its parkour movement system that just feels so good to use. It's a vast and open world with different locations, hidden passages, all for you to explore and find a way to get into. There's a huge narrative focus on the game, and it seems like your choices will definitely have an impact on how this city plays out. And the best part still is that you can team up with up to 3 other friends and enjoy a 4-player co-op open world zombie survival experience. Personally, cannot wait for this game. I think it has all the potential to be Game of the Year if its predecessor was anything to go by. Both Dying Light 2 and Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy will be launching on both the Steam and the Epic Games Store. But if you're looking to play something in the here and now, let's quickly go over some of the latest titles coming to GeForce NOW this week. First up, we have a day and date release that's available both on the Steam and the Epic Games Store, and that's King's Bounty 2, the long-awaited sequel to the legendary King's Bounty video game franchise and one of the most iconic representatives of the turn-based RPG genre. In this title, darkness descends over the world of Nostria. Conspiracies, sabotage, and necromancy are overshadowing the country. But maybe a savior, the kingdom's last hope, is already here to fight back and finally restore peace and order to Nostria. The game promises to feature a unique massive world to discover with customizable squad and equipment for you to choose and pick, and tactical depth on the battlefield. The second game I want to highlight for the week is Automa Chef. It's a puzzle resource management game where you design kitchens, program machinery, and watch your genius come to life. It's a title that released back in 2019, but the reason I want to highlight it this week is because it's available for free to claim on the Epic Games Store. The game features multiple modes that are sure to put your brain to the test, not to mention it also offers a lot of quirky and enjoyable humor. It's always quite hard to say no to a free game, but in case that still doesn't interest you, there are a few other games coming this week. You can look forward to the Icarus Beta, Check vs Mate, Deepest Chamber, Ironclad Tactics, and Shadow Man Remastered all on Steam. Then you have Before We Leave, Hammerting, and Old World on the Epic Games Store. And the last title for the week will be Black Book, that will be available on both Steam and the Epic Games Store. Overall, it's a pretty decent lineup for GeForce NOW Thursday this week, but the news surrounding the 2 big games later this year definitely have me hyped. Let me know what you're looking forward to most down in the comment section below. But now it's time we switch gears and quickly cover a topic surrounding Stadia. And this comes to us via our friends over at Cloudy with a Chance of Games. Their website is cloudy.games if you want to check it out for yourself. And that's because they noticed a job listing on the Stadia front that has to do with a possible expansion into India. They're currently looking for a product manager, and the job role is as the following describes. You will be responsible for working with the growing engineering team in India and will have the dual role of working with the larger product management team in the US. Understanding the needs and missing and working with local product management and engineering teams to execute on the plan. This is potentially huge news as India's market is absolutely massive. And I know we have some community members who watch this very channel who have been asking for India to get support for a long time now. And part of me thinks it's because it's a market that actually would benefit a ton from having cloud gaming as an option out there. At this point in time, none of the big names in the cloud gaming space officially support India as a region for their cloud gaming services. The Gaming Project and Doofy are both Indian cloud gaming services that have been going on for quite some time. But when compared to things like Stadia and GeForce NOW, the quality and latency just don't trade blows with the big names yet. But if this job listing is true and Stadia finds a way way to make it first to the Indian market, I actually think it could be a big deal for Stadia. In case you're unaware, gaming in India is a pretty expensive hobby. It's one that typically revolves around buying an older console that is modded to play downloaded games illegally, or building your own PC and taking advantage of online deals that way. But that's not an option that's really available to everyone. The whole idea of throwing out the hardware and just using whatever you got to play the latest games becomes very enticing in this scenario. Either way, do let me know your thoughts on this down below, and let me know what other countries or regions you would like to see Stadia or any other cloud gaming service expand to. If you enjoyed today's video or found it helpful at all, be sure to hit that like button as it really does help the channel out, and if you're wanting more content like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. As always, thank you for watching. This has been the Virtual Cloud, giving you the latest and greatest on everything cloud gaming and VR related, and until next time, I'll catch you in the clouds.